One person's pain response is another person's trauma response. Hello, I'm Rodger Duckworth, and for the last 30 years, I've helped people often at the edge of despair and giving up hope, not only manage but overcome their complex chronic health issues, chronic pain, persistent pain, and mind-body health issues. Pain versus trauma. What is trauma? Trauma is an overwhelm of the nervous system's ability to cope, seen through a nervous system and psychological lens. It's not mechanical, blunt trauma. That's not what we're talking about. That's a different type of trauma. A cut to a finger is physical trauma. That's going to create certain types of pain, nociceptive pain, as it's sometimes called. But a trauma response will lead to a change in the whole physiology of the body. You've seen many other videos that I've done around the impact of trauma on the nervous system, upon the psychological state, upon the immune system, and around the immune and inflammatory system. What we know about pain and inflammation these days is so that they are so entwined. We don't really get a pain response without some kind of immune response and inflammatory response. Based on people's past experience, it will shape how an injury or an event, a painful event, whether that be a physical trauma or an emotional pain, is experienced. I'll say that again. Based on the past experience you've had, it's going to shape how an injury or a painful experience you have now is experienced. It will amplify it, change it, distort it in some way if we have a previous trauma experience. At a physiological level, that will take place because of the impact on our immune system of that traumatizing experience. If we look at it away from pain and we say, well, look, if you've been in an horrific fire and you smell smoke, your system is likely to respond in an amplified way because of that. Well, that can be true around pain, because if we've had a painful experience, that can change how our body perceives pain in the future. But also that trauma response is going to mean that our nervous system perhaps might be more vigilant. So it doesn't have to be a pain experience we've had in the past. It just needs to be some traumatizing experience. That's going to make our system more vigilant, let's say. And that is the primary reason that pain is not linear, it is not always proportional, and it is very linked and entwined with past trauma experiences.